So first of all, why engineering physics? Why connecting these two disciplines? So engineering, which is in general devoted to applications, and physics, which is more fundamental. Because we have a lot of new applications which are being developed right now, like nanotechnology, quantum computation, or new energy sources. That all of these applications have very much to see with physics. So we hope that in the next future we can get energy from fusion. We can get the new pharmaceutical drugs able to heal not only COVID but other important diseases. And we will still pursue the miniaturization of all devices in order to achieve more little instruments, more little applications to future development. So all these topics and much more are offered or connected with the topics we teach in the master. Here in the bottom right of the page, you see a reference to another master called BioFam. This is a master European master, but directed mainly to international students, most of them in third world countries or countries in under development, that they are able to enroll in a master of 2-year deal. And the second semester of the first year, they come to Barcelona and they become our students for a variety of topics, some of them compulsory, some of them optional. And this year has been the first when these students have arrived, and we are happy about them. So next year we expect about 25 or 30 of them joining us. And this means that if you enroll this master, you can have contact with people from abroad with different profiles, different backgrounds, and this is also interesting. Okay. The motivation, main motivation. We offer these studies in order to continue the bachelor. In your case, you mostly will have a bachelor in physics, maybe in UB, Barcelona University, or in other Spanish or international universities. These studies are especially designed for people working in or studying the bachelor in engineering physics at UPC, but they are able to offer complementary information to, in general, all profiles from the world of physics. In the first 2 years, we have completed. The success has been very high in our studies. More than 90% have passed all topics. And then it's possible to continue after the master, which is 1-year master, as you know, 60 credits, to continue the academic career doing a PhD. So just to, of course, offer what we have, in UPC we have a lot of 45 or some 50 PhD programs, but related to physics, there are several of them which are especially well suited to do after doing this master. In particular, the computational and applied physics PhD program, and also photonics program, or another one related to energy, which is the nuclear and ionizing radiation, or also applied to mathematics. Here below is, let's say, a little remark about the money. No, it seems that, well, it's the statistics that if you complete a master instead of only a bachelor, in average in the market, you are potentially winning or earning better more than 2,000 euros per year. So this academic formation is very important for the companies to hire people, and they take it very much into account, and they can offer better positions to master graduates. Other motivations. You cannot only do a PhD, you can also work at industry or in labs, especially in computational or experimental labs, or in large facilities. For instance, we have the Alba Synchrotron very close to Barcelona. And if you enroll in this master, you will do some practice work the ALBA synchrotron. So this is a way to keep in contact or to enter in contact. And also you can have an international European master that allows you to make a PhD or work in foreign countries everywhere. In our master, we have a lot of agreements with important companies. There is a list in the telecommunications school web, which is not, I will not opening because it's a long list, more than 200 companies. The more specific contacts we have in the master are with the Alba Synchrotron, as I mentioned before, also with some hospitals, some computational facilities like the Barcelona Supercomputing Center. Also, we have a deep connection with Photonics Institute. So, if you enroll in the master, you can have direct access to interesting places, interesting um, enterprises. No? Our staff is selected from people from our department and also other departments at UPC that are especially very active in research. So we are not interested in professors which are only teaching, but they don't do research. So this is good, is important because it allows you to enter in contact of PhD positions if you are interested, and also with specific jobs, no? Because you can have also not only work as a PhD student, but you can work as a teaching assistant, or you can work as a professional, helping in the lab measurements, etc. We have a specific agreements with ALBA, as I said, and also with UNITEC, which is a European program. I will say some details in a moment. In the case of ALBA, our agreement will allow us to make the practice work for the next few years. I think it was 3 or 4 years, I don't remember. So this ensures the access to this facility in a straightforward way. The UNITEC program, just to mention the main details, it has 2 steps. The first step is a selective process, which you do academic exchange in. There are about 10 positions or 8 positions. You can 10 locations better you can assist. For instance, Chalmers University in Sweden or ETH Zurich, which is a very important research and academic institution, and other like Politecnico di Milano, etc. So UC is mainly based on strong European sites. And then if you do this exchange, you can also ask for apply for some modules, some extra courses, and this allows you, if you are selected, to get a job or get at least a primary position in some industries like the ones listed below. Some of them are well known, but like Roche, for instance, this pharmaceutical, or Geberit or Evonik. I mean, some of them are very well known. So this is an option you have if you enroll the master. Other references, to mention a few, most of them are European and North American. And in the case of Spain, we are only the only school offering these studies, because I think it was a project in Basque Country, but finally it did not materialized, and we are in this moment the only university in Spain to offer engineering physics master. So, well, this is something to take into account. Of course, the combination is advanced physics with engineering, with applications. And these research groups I mentioned before in the UPC that are very active, they work in a variety of topics, like some of topics are listed here: nanomaterials or nuclear energies, quantum matter, biophysics. Here there are a few pictures. I don't know if the movie had a movie. No, it's not working. Sorry. No. The point is, if you need more information about this, you can access the webs, the proper web of the master, which is Engineering Physics Masters UPC at EDU, or the Telecommunications School web, which has all the academic details. And also we have presence, let's say, not very active, but we have presence in some social networks like Twitter, Instagram, and also Facebook, but I have not put it here because Facebook, I think, for young people is not very popular. Or well, you can also access us. So we are in a, let's say, a more or less systematic way introducing news about our studies in all these social networks. So I encourage you to register. About the academic organization, very shortly. The managing of the studies is in the Northern Campus UPC in Barcelona. I am the head of studies, and we have an academic committee formed by 5 people from Telecommunications School and Physics Department, which are following up the studies, controlling everything, that everything is in order, and there are no problems, or if there are problems, we try to solve them as best as possible. And we assign for you a tutor, an individual tutor. Every student has one, and this person helps you in the enrollment, and it gives you advice on all important problems you can have. For instance, in the choice of elective topics, or in maybe the main project for the master thesis, etc. All the classrooms are in Campus Nord UPC, so close to Metro Station, Palau Real, and there are a few sessions given in labs that we don't have in the North Campus, like the Alba Synchrotron, and also a week, in a single week, there are practice work in the Terrassa Campus, which is about 30 kilometers away, connected with the topic of micro devices. So, well, these are the only excursions out of campus you have to do. About the master thesis, we have quite wide offer of topics. There is an intranet of the Telecommunications School. There you can find these topics, and you can apply for the topics. And if the professor offering these projects of master thesis is interested in you doing it, then you can register and do the thesis. Normally, it's as it is. And let me mention it at this point that every year, every course, we offer 3 grants of 1,000 euros for the best students of the master. This is given in about March, April, so it's in the second semester, because we want to check your grades in the first semester. And the three best students are offered this amount of money, which is very interesting, because if you know that the next course, the registration of the master will be about little bit over 1,000 euros, this means that if you are a good student, you can almost cancel this tax. Okay. The program, maybe this is very interesting for you. Hopefully, we have 60 European credit transfer system credits to cover in the 2 semesters. The compulsory courses are about well, 1/3, a little bit over 1/3 of the total, 23. Elective courses 1/3, 20, and finally the master thesis is the other third, roughly the other third, 17 credits. So let me briefly explain, because I don't want to be too long, the contents of these parts. For instance, the compulsory topics you should pass. One of them is about critical phenomena and complexity, so it's extension of statistical mechanics. And there the professors explain about the stochastic processes, complex networks, non-equilibrium phenomena, etc. Okay. Another one is quantum matter, is extension of quantum mechanics. And they cover a variety of topics like perturbation theory, or magnetic systems, or lattices, or scattering theory, or many body problems. So it's quite general, but based on advanced quantum mechanics. Then after these 2, let's say, theoretical topics, we have 2 more practical topics. One about micro devices and surface engineering. This topic is the one I mentioned before, that some practice work is done in Terrassa's lab. And the professors offer information on chemistry and physical chemistry of surfaces, as you see, microfluidics and micro devices. So it's a kind of 3 side or 3 main topics related. Then the second experimentally related topic is about large facilities. This topic is where you visit the Alba synchrotron, so some measurements are done there, and they will tell you, professors will tell you about particle accelerators, generating electromagnetic radiation, which accelerators are in CERN or Large Hadron Collider. They explain very well about the Alba synchrotron. And then there is a second part based on X-ray and neutron scattering. So all these are, as you know, very important experimental techniques. The final compulsory topic is on project management. It's shorter than the others. The others were 5 credits. This is 3 credits. It looks like a little bit off placed, but it's not so. After these 2, and now we are in the 3rd year of the master, all students are happy about this topic because the professor tells you about how to manage a project, how to prepare a proposal, a European proposal, for instance, or a grant, even a grant, which software is better for these purposes, how to manage a team or project, how to know about managing problems, or if you have some issues to solve. So in general, is a very useful topic and easy to pass, let's say. About the elective topics, we are offering about, if I don't remember badly, 10 of them. 8 of them are specially designed for master students. They are a little bit shorter than the compulsory, about 4 credits. And they are offered in some of them in the first semester and others in the second semester. The ones more related to computation are offered in the first semester. For instance, computational astrophysics or atomic and molecular physics, and others related with, for instance, machine learning or biosystems, soft matter systems, are better offered in the second semester because can be taken by these biopharma students I mentioned before. There is another computational topic in the second semester, which is very popular, the stochastic methods for optimization and simulation. So for us, is a quite wide variety that we hope you like and you will be interested. It's possible to select also 2 more topics, which are almost exclusive, let's say, for biopharma students, because are properly designed for them, their background. You can register these topics in principle, but they are offered in April, May. Meanwhile, the other topics I offer of the second semester in February, March. So this is because our idea is that you will pass first the elective topics, and later you will pass or you will have free time for the master thesis in, let's say, exclusive way. If you register these topics, then you have to pass these other topics together with the master thesis. So it's better maybe to skip them. However, they are offered if you are very much interested. Other topics can be passed from other programs, not our master. These are topics offered by other masters at UPC. And if you are interested in doing this, we allow you to enroll up to 12 credits. So essentially 3 foreign or external optative elective courses. And this list is only a sample, so there are much more. Any elective course of masters at UPC can be selected, and the only thing you have to do is to tell me or tell the administration that you are interested, and contact the corresponding coordinator, the corresponding head of studies, to make sure that they have room for you. And then our administration team will prepare your enrollment for the second semester, including these special elective courses outside of the master. For me, it's not the best option because I am interested in having you in our particular and specific topics, but if you like, you can have this freedom. About the master thesis, only a few words, just to say that can be, of course, theoretical, computational, experimental, or very much directed to engineering. It has to be supervised by professor of the master, and it can be done either at UPC or in other centers or technological um, facilities, let's say. But in all cases, we have to have one of the directors has to be a professor from our academic staff in order to control the work. Okay. Well, about the grants I mentioned before, no need to repeat, but they are intended to help you in the realization, in the preparation of the master thesis. The list for this year of the topics is given in this link. Since we will send you this presentation later, you will be able to check all these links that I am not opening. Every year, this list is renewed. So probably for next year, topics will be similar, but not exactly the same. Okay, the schedule, maybe the most close dates you have to take into account. Right now, we are with the enrollment open. We are accepting proposals, accepting applications. Maybe some of you have already applied. If the documentation you give us is correct and clear, in general, will be no problem in accepting you, because we offer 30 positions and up to now never have been completed the full number of 30. So the probability, if you have the correct background, let's say physics, engineering physics, or applied physics bachelor, no problem. If you have a different background, then we have to check carefully that you are ready for this master. Okay, so in case you have not already enrolled, here is the link that you will be able to open later. It's open until early days of July, so don't miss the window, let's say. But in case that you have doubts and you prefer to check other possibilities, we will make a late pre-enrollment beginning of September, in case that you want finally to join us, and it's possible to do this always in case that the full capacity has not been yet fulfilled. So if you are interested, I suggest you to already enroll. Well, just to summarize, here is a kind of summary of the most important I said. You have list of compulsory and elective courses. I'd like you to join us, so please enroll if you are interested. And you have the emails here to ask us for any question you may have. So now I will pass the presentation to our administration person, Sonia. So I don't know if she likes to continue from here or she prefers to open her presentation. Sonia, are you around? Let me maybe close for a moment.
I think, can you hear me? Yeah, I think
yes.
so.
You prefer, Sonia, to open your presentation, or do I continue with mine?
I will try to present. Thank you, Jordi.
Okay, please go ahead.
Just a moment. I don't know. Well, welcome all of you, those here in the room, and also those who are connected. This presentation will be sent to you. No, just me. Okay. ¿Vaya V? Sí. Sí, ¿no?
Sí, está bien.
Okay. So I will give you just a brief facts about how to succeed during the pre-enrollment. It's quite easy, and this presentation, as Jordi has already told you, will be sent to you. So don't worry, because you will have all these documents, okay? And here, all which is in blue is direct links to our website, where you can find the most important information you need to know about all the procedure, okay? So I will just point out or stress the most important things. The first thing is that, as Jordi told you, it's already open, and we will close the pre-enrollment for next semester, for September, on July 4th, okay? And then you will be, the admission resolution will be published by the end of July, and there you will have your tutor and all the information you will need in order to enroll, okay? But this master degree also offers the possibility to start your studies in February. So if you are not finishing yet or you want to postpone it for a semester, it's possible, but the only thing you have to bear in mind is that since it's a 60 CTS program just for 1 year, it doesn't allow you, if you start in February, to finish on 1 year, 2 semesters. You have to add a third semester. It's just for you to know if you choose to start in February. If you want to do this option, please don't do the pre-enrollment now, but do it. This for until the 4th of July will be only if you are ready to enroll on September. So you have already finished your bachelor degree this semester. If not, you will have to wait for February admission. Okay? And the required documents you need to upload, they are very simple. It really depends on where you have earned your bachelor degree. Especially if you are from the UPC, we have already all your records, so you just need to upload a CD and upload the CD, and then also the English certificate if you can prove your proficiency in English, and that would be all really. If you come from another public university here in Spain, besides the CD and the English certificate, we also need the transcript of records and the bachelor diploma. We are aware that most of you are finishing now the bachelor degree, so they don't have a full past transcript of records, but it's important that you send us not the official one, but the one most updated one. And then you can ask for the official one and pay the fees for the transcript of records when you finish your bachelor degree by the end of July, and then we will authorize you to enroll in September. But right now it's important to see all the optional subjects you have been choosing these semesters and during your bachelor. Okay? From those of you who come from abroad, who will need more information, especially if it depends of your bachelor degrees in the European community educational system, then we will need the same transcript of records and your bachelor diploma, but the official one. But those of you who are not from the European community, then these documents need to be legalized and translated if they are not in English or in Spanish. Okay? So that would be all. It could be very, very useful for the admission committee as well if you can send a link or some subject description so they can see the optional subject you have been taking during your bachelor degree, and also the official certificate equivalences of the writing system. So this is also very useful. Okay? About the B2 English requirement, the UPC has a list of many accepted ones. You can check which are the ones who we accept. Also, it's very important, if it's possible, please, to upload already the certificate digital academic document. So we have a verification code that we can prove that these documents are correct. If your university doesn't provide you with this digital signature, then you will have to come in person and show us the documents to see that they are correct. Another important thing for those of you who are from Spain, you need to know that usually the scholarships you can ask for the Ministerio de Educación, if they were possible to apply for them during September and October, but this is not anymore. This is very important for you to know that you need to request them this month only until the 12th of May. So please do it so if you want to get the scholarship. Otherwise, you won't have any possibility for next year. And from those of you who come from abroad, you need to know that we don't have any kind of scholarship for foreign students, so you should come with a scholarship from your own country. Okay? So, Jordi, from my part, that would be all, really. So now, if you think, Jordi, I will help you with the chat. Yes, if there is any question in the chat, I will tell you as well. And if someone there, I don't know, in the room, do you have some questions you want to ask? Okay. Any questions you need to know? Even for Jordi or for me, now will be the time. Let me just finish saying how to contact us. If you want to come in person, you need to ask for a prior appointment. Here you have the link. And also you can contact us by email and also by telephone. Here you have your details, our details. So, okay, so thank you, welcome, and I hope to be next year students and to enroll in our school. Let's see. Okay, so Jordi, I give you back the floor, okay?
Perfect. Thank you very much, Sonia, for your help. I don't know if you have any questions. Even in the chat, I don't see anything. So maybe if you want to say something directly. For something you need to know, use the mail. Okay, Paul, timetable for different courses and the links in the presentation. Okay, the timetable, what happens that every year we have to adjust to the calendar, UPC calendar and telecommunications school calendar. And we have to, well, to vary a little bit because some holidays are different days. So, and then the timetable, it can change a little bit. Every year has to be updated. I can pass you the one from this year is in the telecommunications school network in the internet, but the next year can be maybe a little bit different. Probably not very much. I don't know if I am answering properly. Okay, so yeah, you have to check. I can please send me an email and then I will reply with the actual timetable and then you will see. It's in the mornings. I didn't mention before, but the teaching of this master is in the mornings. It starts at 8, 9 and it stops at 2, about that. Okay.